Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I don't even know where to begin this week. Last week I started a show and boom, it kicked off. So I haven't had my connection between Facebook and StreamYard all week. Now all of a sudden it started working here, but I am going Steve McGuire, Unknown Paintball Podcast. Is let me run through his site tonight. Mine is up and running, but I'm a little nervous. I don't want to get that thing going and all of a sudden start popping off there. Hey, Paul Farrell, how you doing, buddy? And Connor Bryant from way down under. How you, pal? I hope you're getting better, man. I hope you get out of the hospital someday. Damn. Anyhow, there's a few things. It's kind of hard. I don't even know where to begin. Tonight I'm going to have on some great people. We're going to be talking about the WCPL, which is the new tournament series that we're getting set up. Hey, Stephen Snow and Jeff Thompson. How you guys doing, buddy? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to start right there, actually. When my show went down last week, I never really realized how many really, really good friends I had that watched this show. I was overwhelmed with people chiming in and saying how much they supported me and that they felt bad about everything going south like it did. And I got to tell you, Chica Estrada, Richard Wilcox, Zoe Tankersley, you guys are just all special. You guys, to me, really do help. Oh, there we go. Get comfortable, everyone. He's about to monologue. Now, you're going to see this stuff pop up through the whole show, and that is because I have no control over this. Steve McGuire up in Canada, he's running it for me. So that's what's going to happen. There he is. So, one thing that I'll be honest with you, one thing that whoever hacked my site and knocked me off did was they made me really realize how special my audience actually is. The way you guys chimed in right after everything went bad, I got so many texts and everything supporting me. And I got to tell you, it was just overwhelming and very, very grateful. I am so grateful for you guys. It's just incredible. And I want to thank you guys so much. Now, I'll talk about Steve helping me out with the show this week in a little while. First, we're going to see how much he screws with me, So each time, blame me heck. It was my VCR. So, each time he screws with me like that, it's going to get less. It's like going to the restaurant, and the waitress, she smiles at you, comes, and the next thing you know, your food's cold. She gets snotty, nothing works out. So the tip keeps going down. So that's kind of what's going to, we're going to check on Steve, see what's going on. There's a few things I want to mention real quick before I give my shout outs and then bring my group out here. The PBSL held a family reunion this last weekend, and Todd Winokur and Sam Wyrick were down there. I wanted to get down there to do it, and I just could not make it. I just have about a gazillion things going on, so I couldn't do that. But I guess the event was terrific, and I'm looking so much forward to doing the PBSL, the end game, and it's going to be down there in December too. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I know you guys had a great time. Kathy Alvarez went down there, and she says it was absolutely terrific. She just absolutely loved it. So anyhow, so I wanted to mention that. And then tonight we're going to be talking WCPL. Okay, now that's the new series that we put together. I've got Kevin Donaldson coming on. And I've got William Bailey and Tim Schloss will probably call in. And Bud Orr is coming on tonight. And possibly Rick Fernandez down in Florida. Now, Rick just had a while back, he had a terrific car accident. And so, they're putting metal plates and screws all through him. Well, he just had his foot redone, his foot and his ankle redone. So, we wish him nothing but the best, and he's going to try to actually jump on tonight. I told him we understand if he can't. It's not a good thing, but we all wish him well. Period. He's a great guy. And now, one step closer. So anyhow, the WCPL is a big thing for me, but I also want to mention, this coming weekend is the NXL, and it's going to be down in Kissimmee, Florida. I just think that's going to be a great time down there. Tommy's worked really hard at it. It's going to be the 10th through the 14th. So I guess quite a few people are going down there, and I wish them nothing but the best, period. There's room for all of us in this. I know there's only so many dates, but some teams can't travel here, can't travel there, but maybe they can make one of the other tournaments. And that's what we're looking for. We're not out to steal anybody's thunder. We're just out to give somebody else a different choice, and that's what we're working on right now. And then I also have to mention the ICC, the Montreser Classic. It's moved now. It's not going to be in Pittsburgh this coming year. It's going to be at Sherwood Forest in LaPorte, Indiana. And that's July 29th through the 31st of next year. And I support Jennifer Montreser 1,000%. Okay. She works really hard with the young guns. And speaking of young guns, I was talking to Jamie Conley today, and Jamie Conley is another great guy. He works really, really hard with the young guns, and I'm very impressed with him. And we're going to have him on here in a couple of weeks. I'm going to do another Young Guns show, and I want to bring on the principals of the Young Guns. Putting the kids on are cool. I absolutely love it. But the reason those kids are out doing it is because of some of these parents. So I'm going to put the parents on, and we're going to talk a little bit about it, because they're actually putting together a series right now. And I think that is absolutely terrific. I really, really do. And I want to bring him on, and I think that'll be pretty sharp. So also, I want to mention the WCPL, my tournament this year, is going to be at oh my gosh, I'm going brain dead right now, man. They have a scenario game this weekend. I have to mention that, okay? And it's going to be a super epic loot. What is that? Quest. What they do is it's that combat zone up in Oroville. They take and they hide stuff. It's going to be a 3-day deal. This coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And James and everybody works really, really hard at this. I guess they go hide stuff. I've never been to this before, but I hear all the talk about it. I hear it's absolutely cool as heck. And so, James Stratton worked really, really hard, and he kind of runs it along with his partner, Jake, up there, Jake Krulin. And so I am really, really looking forward to going up there this weekend. So if you guys get a chance, you're going to want to go up to Combat Zone up in Oroville, because actually in February, that's where we're going to have the WCPL. So I'm supporting them. They're supporting us. And I absolutely love it. Working with these guys is just absolutely cool. Jake and James are two of the nicest people you guys are ever going to want to meet. And they hold great events, and their field is just terrific. I absolutely love it. So if you get a chance, that is this weekend, and I will be up there. I'm going to come up there probably Saturday and check it out. I might even come up and throw the gear on and go play a little bit with you guys, because I'm laying to play this field. I've got to walk it. I've got to help get ready to set it up for the WCPL, and it is so sharp. And so I'm really looking forward to it. It looks like a pretty good time. I'm giving my shout outs real quick so I can bring on my guests tonight. Richard Wilcox. Great woods ball field. You're absolutely right, Rick. Rick is one of the guys that's going to help me set all this up. Him and Keith Kissel. And I got to tell you, I got a bunch of friends out here, and they're all jumping in to give me a hand with this. And I absolutely love it. So it's going to be in February, the 5th and 6th. We want to give you guys just a terrific time. So we're really looking forward to everybody coming up and checking this out. And then next week, I'm going to mention something else too. We're going to do a couple little things ahead of time for that. And we're going to do a couple of small 5-man tournaments. And what we're going to do is, one of the prizes is going to be, we're going to take 2 of the 5-man teams. And, we're going to have 2 different days that we're going to do it. So the 2 first place teams, we're going to put them together and make a 10-man. I'm going to give them free entry into the WCPL, because the PBSL, I think, is just a great organization. They've supported me just so much. And so I'm going to support them a little bit. And I think we're going to all work together, because, guys, that's what I tell you. That is what makes paintball grow. We all work together. We all fight each other. People on the outside looking in, they don't want nothing to do with it. So we don't want to do that. Let's just do it. So anyhow, got to give my shout outs real quick. Mr. Tim Schloss, Gateway Paintball. Tim's got the final event in the WCPL. It's in St. Louis, 6 minutes from the airport, and it'll be pretty cool. Tim's field is just It's great. I can't say much about it. And Tim is a terrific guy, been friends of mine for a hell of a lot more. Hell of a long, long time. And can't say anything more about him other than he is just absolutely terrific person. So, and then I have to say hi to Mr. Bud Orr. Now, Bud's going to probably be on the show tonight. Bud's a very special guy, not just to me, but to the whole paintball community. And he has been for an awful long time. So I'm going to blow through this real quick so we can get Bud out here, because I'm sure you much rather listen to Bud than to me. Hans Steve. Yeah. Okay. It'll be coming up in a second, guys. Don't worry. He's typing right now. I know he is. And then I have to say hi to Mr. Dan and John Colby, Immortal Air. Great people. Been my sponsors for over 31 years. And again, congratulations to John Colby. He just got married about a week and a half ago. And it's fantastic. I'm very, very, very happy for him. And then Mr. Tom Kay from Airgun Designs. Mr. Randy Camilla, he had APG back in the day. Mr. Jerry Braun, Jerry had Paintball Sports back in the day, and he has the field actually in out there in New York. We're going to have Kevin Donaldson on tonight, and Kevin will tell us all about that. But I had a chance to play that this year. God, it is just great. I mean, the blasters, first of all, you can ask for a much better reffing than the blasters do. But these guys went over this place. It was beautiful. So much fun to play. I just absolutely loved it, period. So, and I have to say hi to Mr. Ross Alexander. Headline SI was actually my first marker sponsor. And then I went from the Bushmaster pump, and then I went to the Automag with Airgun Designs, and with them for years. And then Mr. Jim Lively. Jim is actually on the advisory board for the WCPL. Very glad to have him on. Back in the days, oh, Steve, I love you. Back in the days, there was two events you always wanted to go to. You wanted to go to Jerry Braun's World Cup, and you wanted to go to Jim Lively's Masters. Those were the two that, weeks beforehand, I would be getting so excited because it was like a family reunion going to these two tournaments. Just everybody that I knew and liked, they were all there. And it was just so cool. I absolutely loved it. And then I got to say hi to Gino. I think Gino is on his way, if he isn't already there, on his way to Cup down there in Orlando. I wish him safe travels. Gino from Belkin, I mention him every week, because like I say, you people don't see what this guy does behind the scenes for paintball. And he doesn't like blowing his horn, and I'm not going to blow it a whole bunch for him, but he's just an absolutely terrific guy. And that's the reason I like Belkin. I got nothing against GI Sports, HK Army. I love them all. They are all great companies, period. I'll go right there, right off the bat, and say that. But Gino's just been a friend of mine for many, many years, over 30 years, actually. And he's a terrific guy. He really was. Richard Wilcox said the Masters in Nashville was the best. It was pretty cool, huh? Absolutely love it. And Rob Walker, another great friend of mine. Back there in Illinois, he said Jerry's field was awesome to play. Rob is a terrific guy. Matter of fact, they sent me, I got a shirt from them up here hanging someplace. I got about a gazillion of them. I absolutely love it when I get the jerseys from these teams. So anyhow, I'm sure Steve, before Steve falls asleep on me here and starts really getting into me big time, let's real quick, I want to bring on Mr. William Bailey. Oh yeah, there we go.
How's it going? You're on.
You're on, Bill, but yeah. Your camera's not.
It should be.
Yeah, it should be. I understand that.
Uh-oh. What is going on here? It says.
I can tell you what's not going on.
Yeah, it says it's on.
Somebody says hi to you.
Yeah.
How do we know it's Bill, though? How do we know who is behind the black curtain?
I know.
That's what I want to know. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's nope. You have no picture, Bill.
It's got a picture on mine.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to watch yourself because it's not up on this one, pal.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Steve says he has a picture.
See, now you know how I felt last. There you go. Now you got it.
Okay. I didn't do anything.
I'm just telling you. Oh, you know what it could be?
The damn Canadians.
It could be our director. Yeah, Keith Kissel said he's in the dark green room.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
shit.
and Rob Walker's getting into you. He doesn't understand. I think Steve did that on purpose to get a laugh.
Yeah.
And Chica Strada's watching. You know, Chica watches. I mean, he has watched my show almost every week since I started, and I can never say enough about him. I know that's not his full name. I call him Mr. Estrada because actually his dog's name is Chica. But you know, I got to tell you, Mr. Estrada, I love Chica just as much as I do you, buddy. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you tuning in and watching. You're a great person. And so, you know, Billy, that's what I was saying earlier, how good these people are for the sport, you know, not just because they tune in and watch us, but they're, you know, they want to just help promote everything, you know, like we all do, you know. So
you've definitely got
like my mom's got the car.
Yeah. She just went to the store.
She did. Oh, they don't like you in France. You're not Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right too. Yeah, that was part of the problem last week. You know, when everything went south, my whole website was in French.
Yeah.
I could not. I just couldn't even read anything. I didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, it was a pretty good one, Bill. Yeah, I'm sure you know about it.
Oh yeah.
So anyhow, you know, we got Stevie taking care of us tonight. So, what do you say we bring on some of our guests here and see what we got going? If we got going. Please, everybody, welcome Mr. Kevin Donaldson.
Hello, everybody.
Master Blaster. That's
How
right.
are you guys?
Owner of the only bear on this screen.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Rob Walker's watching too, man.
What's up, Rob?
Walker said thanks, yeah. I love it. So, you know, the WCPL, you know, you know what the show's about. Have we got Bud on yet? Steve?
Sorry, Bud's not here yet.
Okay.
Bud's not here, man.
Yeah, he'll pop up in a minute. Maybe it's because you sent him the invite. You know, that could be possible. You know, yeah.
Oh, not him again. There ain't no way.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're here to talk about the WCPL, which is having Kevin on is actually a terrific guest because Kevin is actually the tip of the spear on this thing. Kevin is the one that brought it to my attention months and months and months ago. And here it is starting to come to fruition now, buddy. You know, I got to tell you, I'm getting more excited and more excited about this. And I know the response on my end has been terrific. I'm sure it's got to be on your end because you're the one that everybody was supposed to contact about it, the captains and stuff. So,
no, it's going very well. I mean, I'm pleased with the progress. I'm pleased with the response. You know, a lot of people interested, which is great.
They are. And you know, you had such a great idea too, Kev. You know, about saying, hey, let's get the captains to get a hold of you, and you know, give them some foresight of what they would like in a tournament series, and that's what they've been doing.
Oh yeah. Rob Walker, as a matter of fact, is in the group, and you know, Jim Lively is part of the group now, and
yep.
You know, it's growing. It's growing every day, every week. You know, and what we're trying to do is actually listen to the players, listen to the teams, give them the kind of events that they want. You know, we're not a dictatorship here.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's how it should be, though. You know, I mean, these are the guys paying the money and doing the traveling and coming to play to have a nice, fun, fair, good time. Because, you know, just like I was telling everybody, Kevin, you know, when I went to the World Cup this year, and Bill can attest to this, man, God, we had a riot, huh, Billy?
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap. I mean, the tournament was great, but it was almost a secondary thing. It was so much fun there.
Yeah. It was like a family reunion, basically. It was awesome. It was a great time.
Exactly right. And, you know, and that's what I kind of said in my 4-hour monologue. How'd you like that, Stevie boy? In my monologue, you know, that when I used to go to Jerry's tournament back in the day and to Jim Lively's, it was like going to a reunion with all my friends. And see, now that's what I want the WCPL to be. I want all the tournaments longer than 4 hours. I want all the tournaments to people have an experience like I had in New York this year. Okay, I can't ever say enough about
froze.
the good time I had there.
Did he
Now,
fall
I know-
asleep?
Yeah, he did.
Who, Bud or me?
No, Fred.
Oh.
He locked up on my end.
Did I really?
Yeah.
You know, that's why I keep smiling all the time now, because last time I locked up, I was like this, remember?
Yeah.
So now I smile all the time. So if I lock up, I'm still a happy guy, man.
Thanks,
So,
Rob.
yeah, Rob Walker. Yeah. And you know, Rob,
Thanks,
you were
Rob.
part of it too. Yeah. You know, all these guys were part of it.
Absolutely.
Yep. And,
You guys made the event. We did the work, but you made it happen. You know, it
you
was
did
all
a
for
lot-
you
You
guys.
did a lot of work. You know,
What?
that was so funny when I seen a picture of them guys out there on the field with the weed eaters taking down little bitty weeds, and I'm like, what the heck? I expect to see a picture of you on your hands and knees with the scissors. I'm going, what is going on here? That was great.
Yeah. What was awesome? The best part for me was seeing like Ground Zero and the Saber Wolves. You know, because those were teams that we played against back in the the mid and late '90s. You know, and that was just totally awesome. When I seen them, I was like, I've lived a full life. You know, of course the All-Americans and Spesh and all them guys. You know, it was awesome. But seeing the teams like Ground Zero and Saber Wolves, that was, to me, it was more. That was more important than seeing, like the All-Americans, because they were. They played in tournaments that we played
All the
in.
time. Yep.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Well, and building on that real quick, Bill, the Hellhounds. Remember the Hellhounds with
Yeah.
Francis Lane?
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Everybody, I don't need to introduce this gentleman. He's actually the ringleader, Mr. Bud Orr, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
How you guys doing?
We're doing
Good,
good.
bud.
Yeah,
Good.
we're just talking about the
Hey,
fun that we had at the tournament in New York this last year, and then we're going to
Oh,
talk
that
a
was
little
a
bit now about
blast.
the WCPL.
That's awesome. I'm gonna go in the other room. Hold on a second.
No problem.
I've been trying to get on this thing for 25 minutes.
You did. You're doing good. You're doing good.
One of these
Yeah.
days I'll learn it.
You're not going to the other side of your house because you'd have to have a golf cart for that.
Yeah. No, it's on the other end. No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh,
got
there
the
you go.
escalator fixed.
So
Yeah, we were just talking about some of the teams and the good time that we had at the tournament in New York this year, and we're talking about the WCPL and how we want to make everybody have a great time at all these tournaments this year.
I'm on board with that for sure. That's probably the best time I've had in 25 years. So the host was awesome, all of them, and it was just a fun place.
You're talking about Jerry, right?
Well, not Jerry, the other guy, Oh, Jerry's my buddy. Jerry's my buddy.
Yeah, he is too. It was pretty funny.
Kevin was tops. He was.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody has to keep Jerry in line.
Yeah, we seen you guys, man. You guys look like a married couple that didn't like each other for a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I was just
yeah.
gonna say that. I mean, I was just gonna say that they fight and bicker and hug and kiss. I don't know.
39 years. 39 years I've been dealing with that man.
Gosh.
I love it.
Oh,
Wait, everybody out there that's watching this, you can see this is just some of the people in the WCPL. So you can see why I'm so excited about putting this, working together with these guys doing this. Because, one thing we're really going to stress on is, especially in the tournament I have out here, is Bud and I are going to stress on bringing a lot of new people into this. I want a lot of teams to come out that always wanted to get their feet wet, but never really wanted to jump into the bigger things. Jump into the WCPL. You'll get a fair shot. You'll have a great time, and you'll not only get experience, but you're going to meet some of the best people that play paintball. Period. Am
No,
I right, Billy?
Yes, I just seen a post that said they have 30 years of married life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Richard Wilcox
39.
said that.
39.
Oh, my
First
I
time I
was
ever
waiting.
played paintball. First time I
Yeah.
ever played the game was at Jerry's, and I'm still with the guy.
I was waiting to hear Kevin say, "To the moon, Jerry."
Yeah, right. Hey, I love Jerry Braun. I gotta tell you, we've had our ups, we've had our downs through the years, but the guy is fantastic. He really is a good guy.
Oh, he is. He's a terrific guy. We just all like messing with him. I want you guys to name me one guy that doesn't mess with Jerry. Well, probably that's on the other side of a lawsuit. Now, I'll go there. But I'm talking about paintball guys, Everybody loves the guy, and we just love to mess with him. It's just how it is, These guys, you guys mess with each other all the time anyhow. That's what makes this such a fun group.
Yeah.
We're not, at least for me, for sure, I'm not what you call politically correct. I just like having a good time with my friends. So, I just throw it out there sometimes, where some people would be, oh my God, you can't say that, My friends just laugh and get right back at me. That's having a good time to me,
Yeah. Yeah, just watch us. That's all. we can't say that. Bullshit.
All these Facebook users, who are these people that are talking to us? Does anybody know?
No,
Yeah, that's Ryan Freeman.
Oh, that's who?
Ryan Freeman.
Oh, Rye. What's up, Big Rye? I'll see you at Cup.
Yeah, that's right. You're going down there, huh?
Yeah, I'm heading down Friday.
Yeah, I was going to go to that, but I'm going to St. Louis next week. They hang out with Billy and Tim Schloss. It's Tim's birthday. We're going to go play a 7-man at Torrey's Bergoglio.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. You would mention that to me.
It was pretty close on Bill.
Yep, pretty close. You almost had it.
You know what I've learned? If I can't say it, I say it so fast that it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's why I like Bud Orr. I mean, God, I could pronounce his name with my eyes closed even.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy.
So, Bud, you've been a busy guy lately too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got back from South Carolina?
Yeah, I went back to see Ryan for a week, and then I was heading to Phoenix, and the motorhome broke again. So I came back and just put it in a driveway and kicked the tires and went in the house and sat down. So now we've been traveling for about 2 months. I mean, I only had like 2 weekends home. So,
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, if I had that house, you couldn't drag me out of it. There'd be claw marks on the front porch.
there you go. Yeah, I've been in the garage since I've been back. I got behind on a bunch of projects. So.
Hell, I'd live in the garage.
Oh yeah, no, I do. I got 2 of them. I got the one up top. You can have a shower and everything in that one. The one
Yeah,
down
that one-
below, that's a workshop. So.
Yeah, well, they're both pretty special. I was very honored to get to walk through them and have you show me around there. It was terrific.
Well,
Absolutely loved it.
you're gonna
So
come down and stay here a couple of days, I imagine, soon. So.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'd love it. You're going to be coming up this way because, you're going to be working with me on the WCPL on the tournament up here at Combat Zone up there in Oroville. And,
Yeah, I want to come up in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks. I want to come up there and spend a couple of days, weekend, and just visit everybody and look at the field.
Yeah, you're going to like the field. It's pretty cool. Yeah, if you wait about 4 weeks, because we're working on it, we're getting it all set up and stuff like that. I can't wait for you to meet Jake and James. They're the owners of the field, and they're two great people, and they're working really, really hard. And, Bud, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to incorporate some of the PBSL into the WCPL, They won't be part of the WCPL, but they'll want to help promote the WCPL just as I promote the PBSL.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of youngsters that play that. They play the card game and stuff. It's really, really cool. Because, Bud, the way to grow paintball is to bring new people into it. And the way to bring new people into it is to, first of all, make them feel like they're wanted, number one. and give them a chance. You know, give them a shot at something that's that they feel comfortable going and doing. So that's kind of what I'm pushing right now.
No, I'm with you 100%, man. I just, I mean, I pushed paintball when nobody ever heard of it, you know. So
Me too.
I mean,
Long
it just,
time.
Me three.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Remember, we used to say paintball, and they go, "What? Ping pong?"
yeah,
Paintball.
yeah, no kidding. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
If I had more
Still,
time, I could have went to about 3 different fields in North Carolina. I'm going to go back and maybe hit them up at a, you know, at the first of the year. So a lot of neat people there.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to meet these guys up here. They're going to absolutely love you anyhow. I mean, hell, you got the whole paintball community behind
Fred
you.
locked up again.
Did I? I'm still moving.
yeah, no, I don't see you locked up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it happens. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I know. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, it's a thrill of mine. I mean, it really is. I mean, I wish I could go to all of them, but you know, I got other projects I got to work on, like making a living and shit. So
Yeah. Yeah, you got about 5 million projects going on at any given time.
oh shit,
Yeah, you're as bad as I am.
astronomical.
It is.
Astronomical.
So,
I'm
Jeff
getting
Thompson,
mad at me.
Bud, tell us about his 40th anniversary cocker.
Oh,
Jeff Thompson wants to know about the 40th anniversary cocker.
no, I've been thinking about it, but haven't done anything real solid yet. Trying to get somebody to work with me to make the stuff. You know, I don't have CNC machines and stuff like that, but every
Right.
time I talk to somebody, a gun costs $1,000. I mean, I said, no.
Yeah.
You know, so I might make something by hand, you know, like I used to. So,
Wow, that'd be amazing. Yeah, a hand-built cocker. Whoa, by go to work. That'd be pretty cool.
I still got all the fixtures I started with, so I could do
Oh
it.
yeah, I seen them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen them, man. I seen the four gazillion guns up on the rack that you had in there.
Yeah.
So that was just something else, really. So, you know, Bud, real quick, you know, the WCPL, the group of people that we've got together, I think is probably the best group that you'd want to take and get together to put something like this and to make it happen. What do you think?
By far the best. I mean, Kevin, Jerry, I mean, all Tim. I mean, you got the top of the line, dude. Top of the line. I mean, you add all the experience up. You know, I think we can top anybody in the industry as far as the experience we got. So.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You know,
And,
Kevin,
We're also of like mind. You know, we're not in this to get rich or
Right.
make a business out of it. We're actually in this to give back.
there you go. What prompted you to even start something like this, to even mention it to me? Because you mentioned this to me a long time ago, way before even before the cup we talked about it. What prompted you to do that, buddy?
Well, you know, I've always wanted to put a series on. You know, I wanted to do it. Took a while to grow, but you know, I think it's time for something different. You know, we have a different mindset than corporate paintball. You know, I want to do this for the players. I want to do this for the industry. I want to do this for the field owners. You know, I think it's time. We tried it years ago, Freddie, with the NPPL, and we had it right, and then for some reason it went to shit.
Well,
But
it's
you know,
because a lot of us bowed out. That's why.
well, yeah, for whatever reason, I just think that it's time that we do it again, or at least make an effort at it.
You know,
I've been going to tournaments. For Christ, 30 plus years, right? And I've never really been satisfied with many. You know, so I thought it was time that maybe we could do it better. Maybe, right? Let's give it a whirl, and that's why I reached out to all of you guys and said, hey, let's try and do something here. Let's give back.
Yeah.
well,
Well, you know, there's going to be hiccups. You can't start any type of a business or anything like we're doing on this type of a stage and not have hiccups. But, you know, just like I told everybody a while back, you know, we are working very, very hard. We're not perfect, not by far, but that's why Kevin was taking all kinds of inputs from other captains and stuff like that. So, you know, you guys let us know what makes you guys happy, and maybe we can incorporate that in what we've got going.
That's why this process is so slow. I know a lot of you watching are probably impatient, looking for all kinds of answers, but it's a very slow process when you're really trying to get input from a lot of people before you make any decision. I mean, I've been working on rules for what, Freddie, 3 weeks now?
Yep, absolutely.
You know, just trying to get the rules all in place. And you know, I've sent them out to you guys, and you know, I'm waiting for your approval on the rules. We'll agree on the rules, then we'll get them up on the website. So little by little, we're getting more and more up on the website, but it's not easy to put this shit together. It's really not.
Well, it's not easy to
No.
put it together right, Bud?
It's not for wimps. I'll tell you that. It's yes. It's just to cross, you know, dot the I's and cross the T's. It's just a nightmare sometimes. I mean, because you know why? Because we're trying to make it good for the people. If we were
Right.
making it good for ourselves, it would be a little lot easier.
A lot easier.
Sure. If
Yeah.
all I had to do was sit back and dictate how everything's going to go, and it'd be easy.
No,
You know, it's not.
dictating is one way to do it, but we want to have somebody telling us what they like. I mean, that's
Right.
basically that's why I run my company. When I built guns, I asked the people what they needed. You know,
Right.
I would have a different mindset, but if you're going to sell somebody something, ask them what they want. You know,
Right.
you know?
Isn't that why
We're
we're
trying to
here?
sell
We're
a
here to
game.
provide a product. Whether it's putting on a
Right.
tournament,
And
building a gun, selling a, you know, we're here to give people a product that's worth their money. That's
yeah,
that's
and
it.
there's going to be adjustments going to have to do in the future when we get started, and hopefully the people that are listening will understand that. I mean, it's not going to be 100% out of the box, but it'll be a hell of a lot better than what we got.
Right. And you
You
know,
know, and
each tournament we can see what goes wrong and build on, and then the following year it'll even be better. You know, like I say, you know, it's
yes,
it's not so much of a learning curve for us, because I feel that we're smart enough to do this, and with the input from the captains of the teams that want to come and play, you know, talking to Kevin and stuff like that, I feel that putting it together this way is probably the best way for the players, because our whole goal, and that's what I keep telling everybody, is to build paintball. You know, we don't charge a gazillion dollars to come out and play in this tournament. It's a very fair price, and it's all about supporting the players, building the sport of paintball, and bringing a lot of newcomers into it. Guys that have been sitting on the sidelines going, "Damn, I'd like to go play that tournament. I'd like to go try that one time." Well, now you've got a venue that you can take and put 9 guys together with yourself and come out and give it a try and get a fair shot, and it's not going to cost you a fortune to do so.
yep. And you
So that's my
Guys
whole
like
deal.
me.
us to play.
Steve, why don't you stay on?
You guys don't need me. You got all the talent in the world on this. I'm kind of enjoying sitting back here just ripping on y'all.
I know, but you make us all look good when you're on.
That
I
ain't
know,
Steven.
Yeah, you can stay on, Steve. You know, Steve, everybody, you know, I don't know why my site came back up tonight, but I could have did this on Flagpole, but I was so afraid that I would jump on and do this with me running it and have another snag like I had last week. And, you know, to me, this is very, very important to get out the news about the WCPL, because I am so proud of not just the organization, but the guys in the organization. And so I didn't want to take a chance. So, you know, Steve jumped in and offered to run it through his site tonight. And see, and I'm taking it teasing. I'm taking it with no problem, Stevie boy. Piece of cake, yeah.
That's just because I haven't muted you yet.
Yeah, I know. Well, don't mute me now, because I've like, let me see here. This could be Mr. Tim Schloss.
What's
Oh, here we
happening,
go.
boys?
Now it's on. Now it's on.
Hey, we're ready to go.
Absolutely. You know, I was talking about your field earlier. What a great field you got.
We just put our third air compressor in today and added 5 more big tanks to the bank. So we got that done today. I worked 5 hours with the chainsaw. I mean, we got a couple of fields that are going to knock people's socks off.
Yeah, well, I know when I got to go through it before you said you fixed them, I thought they were fantastic back in the day.
Oh, these are totally different.
When you and me and everybody walk it Friday and kind of get a feel for where we want to put some stuff, when we finish that up, it's going to be unbelievable. I'm excited, and I just, if we can get everybody to have the same experience at these tournaments, like you and me and Bud and Bill and the band guys had in New York, we've done something.
Absolutely right. Yeah, that.
Because I mean, it's all about the experience. I mean, I haven't had that much fun ever.
Oh, well, it was an absolute riot. And you know, I never went there expecting to win. You know, I went there expecting to have a good time with a lot of friends. So the minute I seen all you guys, you know, especially you, Tim, you know, the minute I seen you, you know, I felt I'd already won.
Well, we won for sure, and I got a surprise for everybody. I don't have the graphics of it yet, but our midget car it's probably like the top 10 car in the country. I mean, it's a fabulous car. This thing goes all over the country. On the side of it, it says "Play Paintball."
Oh, very
excellent.
cool.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it's going to be, I mean, it's on TV, it's all over the country, and, I mean, we even go to we don't go to the Indianapolis 500 track, but it's on the infield. They've built a dirt track. We even run there, so, I mean, I'm going to get us a lot of advertisement out of that deal. I just, you know, last year I had the Gateway paintball on it, but I said, nah, we're going to go ahead and just put Play Paintball on it, and, so as soon as I get the pictures of it, I'll get them out there so everybody can see it.
Oh, that is so cool. You know who just jumped in here, Tim? You know, Rico. You know, he had his operation on his foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard he was in the hospital.
Yeah. Well, he's out now, and you ain't gonna believe it, but he actually just popped up on the screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you know, and you know, Rico is another one of the owners of the WCPL.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
I've talked with him a couple of times. Yeah, I just hope he's feeling better and he gets back up and going. That's
Oh, you know,
the fun out of it.
yeah, he's got all kinds of plates and screws and metal bars and stuff. I mean, it's probably going to take him 3-4 hours to get through security at the airport. So we're going to have to ship him around on a train or a bus or something, man. Hey, I'm looking out for him over
Yeah.
here, you know?
Hey, we got to look out for each other, man. You know,
Oh,
I just,
oh,
you know, just have Kevin keep that bear, you know, caged up a little bit, you know.
yeah, you know, that's pretty sad. He's the only guy with a bear.
I know Terry never disappears. I know where he went, man. He's going to like chop him up and feed him to the bear.
You guys never stop with that damn bear.
Listen, I'm going to jump, but I'll get back. I'll let you get back to the show. But I'm really fired up about this thing, and we're getting some pretty good. Response here in St. Louis. I think we're going to sell this thing out pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, the group we're talking about, the group that we put together for this, that Kevin actually put together. You just can't beat this group, Tim.
Well, I'm just honored to be a piece of it. I mean, everybody on there I got just a ton of respect, and you know, it's just who in the heck else could you put together? I mean, I enjoy everybody. Everybody's, you know, we've done business together. We've had dinner together. We traveled together. I mean, it's just, I mean, we know each other. We know what to expect, and we know what we're going to get. And I'm fired up, man. Like
Yeah, right on, buddy.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it. See you guys all later, and I'll see you. I guess I'll see you Thursday, Fred.
Yeah, you'll see me Thursday. Right on, buddy.
See you guys.
All right, stay safe.
Take
Tim.
care, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
All right, everybody. That was Mr. Tim Schloss. He owns Gateway Paintball in St. Louis. Used to have Tiger Stripe camo back in the day. Just a terrific person. Now, everybody, I want to say that Rico Fernandez has joined us tonight. Now, Rico has just went through an operation, and so I cannot believe that he is on here with us. But Rico, to ask you how you're feeling would kind of be weak, but I'm going to say, how you doing?
Well, it took me every bit of an hour and 45 minutes for that Percocet, and I took another pill for swelling, for muscle relaxer to kick in. I'm just kicking in about 15 minutes ago, where I found a little bit of comfort, but I was legitimately considering going back to the hospital because the pain is so intense. It's crazy. But I'm good right now. Thank God I found a little comfort. Don't know how long it's going to last. But when they put a rod up your leg and 7 screws that are 3-inch long, yeah, it feels a little achy, to say the least.
Yeah,
But I'm glad to be here. Yeah, but I'm glad to be here. You know, I was probably super excited just when I got out of surgery. First of all, you never know if you're going to make it through surgery at our age.
Yeah.
So the fact that you make it through surgery to get back and write a nice post thanking all the people in this league, gives you purpose in life. And that's what it's all about. And what you guys were saying is right. And I was listening to the whole show. I just wanted to say that I agree with everyone. I mean, the fact is that we're trying to give back to the players. We're not in this for the money. And that's the main difference, as Kevin said. We're not, a corporate institution here. We're just all trying to give back and thanking in our own way.
Right.
So it's
Absolutely
a great
right.
opportunity, to be part of this. So,
well, we're very, very happy that you joined us tonight. That's actually incredible. What do you think, Bud? Having him on here is pretty cool, huh?
Oh man, yeah, he's a stud, man. can't say anything else about it, man. My hat's off to you.
Yeah, we had a Facebook user say Rico's a trooper. So I don't know, all I get is a Facebook user. So yep, Facebook user, Rico's a trooper. So, but it's the type of mentality that actually all of these guys that are on this screen have. That's, I think, why we all kind of joined together to put the WCPL together and really, really make it something for the players. And, and another legacy. Hopefully we can keep building on this year after year and make it something that not only we can be proud of, but the guys that come and play can also be proud to come and do it at our tournaments too. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I know Kevin, I was talking earlier, Rico, about Kevin. He is actually the tip of the spear. He's the one that really got the ball rolling downhill. And, Kevin can never thank you enough for, actually inviting me. I was pretty shocked and very honored when you asked me to be part of it too. It kind of blew me away.
I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I really thought long and hard on if I wanted to do this, who are the people I wanted to do it with? And you guys, everybody that's involved in this, I think of of all the people I know in paintball are probably some of the best people in the business.
We're proud.
And I couldn't be happier to be working with you guys. I really, that goes for every one of you. I think we've got the right group here. And I think that's what's going to make us successful. And I think all the players out there are going to benefit from the fact that this group is put together. I'm really happy, really happy.
Yeah.
We're proud to be on board with you too, my friend. That it's exciting. So
it actually is, especially at our age, because we're not spring chickens anymore. And I think it's pretty cool, that we all come together to not just work for us, but work for the younger players, guys.
Yeah. I just
look, the fact that we all came together is like a miracle in itself. Paintball's for the most part is about world domination. People don't get along. Everybody spends so much effort competing against each other that they really aren't benefiting anybody.
That's sad too. Absolutely.
And I believe that we should all be working together to grow the game of paintball. When I hear grow paintball, it's not just words to me, Freddie. Yeah. It's been a lifetime.
Yep.
Amen.
Go ahead, Bud.
No, amen. And on that, brother. I mean,
Thank you.
you said a
Thank you,
mouthful.
bud.
That's 100%. Yeah.
You know, I
But you
want
know-
everybody out there to know that, you know, we're not doing this. You know, I've been getting a lot of heat, and I think this might be the time for me to talk about it. You know, like where our intention is to, you know, to put ICPL out of business or to hurt anybody. That is not our intention.
Right. That's right.
You know, I mean, I'm never going to tell anybody not to play the ICPL, not to play any event out there. Come play mine for this reason or that reason. We're just giving everybody another option. That's all. You know, I mean, you want to play ICPL, God bless you. I still want to play ICPL.
Yeah.
Want to play
absolutely.
WCPL? Play WCPL. Play
Well,
whatever you want.
Did you notice at the beginning of the show, Kevin, I mentioned those tournaments?
I know.
I mentioned the tournaments coming up. I mentioned,
But
you know,
there's
Jennifer's
other leagues out there, Fred, that are trying to make it as if we're trying to hurt anybody. That is not my intention. That never was my intention.
None of our intentions, period. You know, and that's
Go
why I
play
said-
ICPL. I'll see you there.
That's why I said in the monologue, you know, we're not trying to compete against anybody. And, you know, there's only so many dates out there, you know, and if they start running into each other, that's just something that happens. But it's never an intentional thing. Not on our part, ever, period.
You know, I myself personally, I'm limited in dates in New York. You know, if I go any earlier, I have no leaves on the tree and it's freezing cold. You know, you got the wet from the winter thaw, you know, the melt. If I go any later, it's humid as hell and the mosquitoes will kill you. So, you know, I only have a very small window to hold my event. And I've been doing this event, you know, since the first World Cup ever was on the same dates as we're doing now. So why would I change my date? Not changing my date.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
only-
go ahead, Bill.
When it comes down to it, there's only like 13 weekends you can even schedule anything because of holidays and everything else. There's only 13. Now you got to take all the events across the United States and cram them onto those 13 weekends. That's why all the producers and everybody fight over those 13 weekends that seem to be common. Because with school activities, holidays, and everything else, that's all that's left. We really only have 13 weeks to spread it out amongst us. So
Yeah, but you know, you got
yeah,
you also got to understand too, you know, that there's a lot of teams on the West Coast that can't fly to the East Coast to do some of this stuff. So we give them another shot. They could do it out here. There's teams on the East Coast that can't fly to the West Coast. So Rico and them guys are going to give them and Kevin another shot to do something there. So, you know, it's like I say, we're not a competing organization. We're just trying to do our thing. And we hope everybody out there understands that. And I can honestly say from the response that I've been getting about the WCPL, it's been nothing but positive. Now, I know
Yeah, it's been
Kevin's taken a
positive.
lot of heat, but
there's a
Kevin can
couple
take it.
people, you know, they'll make posts and they look snarky, but that just might be me. But you know, they question, you know, what we're doing and how much information is going out. This is going to take time to get this all together for us. And
That's why I say there's going to be hiccups. They're always.
Yeah.
I mean, you can run something for 10 years and there's still hiccups. You know,
yeah,
I've been in business for 40 years and there's still hiccups. It just absolutely happens. But the point being is we are trying our butts off to make everything as good and as perfect as we can for the players
Yeah.
and bring new people into the sport. We just can't keep beating off each other all the time. That's not going to last forever. You need to get new people in the sport if you want the sport to grow.
Blood.
And that is something I have preached for many, many years about that and worked my butt off for many, many years to bring new people into this sport.
Oh yeah, Tim's bringing, you know, just like everybody else, you know, all you guys, Tim's bringing a whole new level of quality, I think, to the Midwest. You know, it's been since 92 or 93 since someone's done something like what he's done, you know, and it's not about the money. You know, we're capping Tim's event at 24 teams. We're doing that on purpose so we can
Same
give
thing
everybody
Bud and I are doing too.
good quality
Hold on.
tournament experience.
I'm capping at 36. That's it. 36. There will not be a 37.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah. Bud and I are doing 24 too. I don't know about Rico. Rico, how many are you going to cap at?
Yeah, I'm capping at the first 18, and for me to bump up to a second field, I would have to be at 28 to be able to afford to put a second field up and running. So the
Got
first 18 are guaranteed. The rest, we have to have at least another, 18 to 28, 10 more teams paid for me to open a second field. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Kathy Alvarez is watching right now, and you know what a Blaster fan she is, Kev. And
I'm a Kathy Alvarez fan too, so.
Yeah, and I'm a big Kathy Alvarez fan, no doubt about that. And she knows it too. But she said the Valkyries are excited for playing these events too. So we're looking forward to having the girls team come out there. I think it's outstanding.
Look, I just want to say this while we're online here, people. I'm taking 36 teams. I've already got 21 deposits. So, what does that leave me? That leaves me 15 more teams, and I'm sold out.
Have you got my deposit?
Excuse me?
Have you got my deposit?
You don't need a deposit. I know you're coming.
Damn right I'm coming. I wouldn't miss that for nothing, baby.
So, that makes 22 teams. I have 21 deposits in you.
Yeah. Richard Wilcox just brought up a good thing. He says, tell everybody how to get to the WCPL site. I think that Steve's got it running across the bottom right there.
www.playwcpl.com.
Yep. And actually, here's what it looks like. If anybody wants to see.
Oh, very cool. Keep going, Stevie. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I just don't want to scroll too fast because I figured you guys might want to see the whole thing, so I figured I'd pop in. And anyway,
that was very cool, Steve. Right on. Excellent, man.
Looks great.
Yeah, it does.
You just need to make sure everybody has patience, and as we slowly build this site, because it's taking time.
Well, let me tell you something. Rico.
That's Rico, by the way. Thank you, Rico, my friend.
Rico has worked. That's what I was just going to say. Rico has worked his butt off on this, guys, and Rico's done a lot of the legwork, even with the bad leg. He's done a lot of the legwork on this stuff.
And, no pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. But I have nothing but first of all, I have nothing but respect for everybody that's on this screen right now. But Rico, for what you are doing to help the WCPL and to get everything up and running, and the time that you spent trying to get all of us together to do this, and this, my hats are off to you. I mean, I have nothing but total respect for you.
I appreciate it.
I agree, Rick.
You earned it. I don't throw that out easy. You earned it, buddy. Believe me.
Now, if anything weird or crazy comes up on the website, we do take into consideration you are on painkillers.
Yes, Percocet. They gave me the heavy pills.
It's like, uh-oh.
I love it.
Well,
you know what, guys?
Morphine.
Yeah.
They hit me with morphine today and Percocet, and I told the lady that brought lunch in, I said, I'm not selling this high for any dollars right now. You can't get me off this high.
Anything to forget about the foot, huh?
Yeah.
No, anything to forget about hospital meatloaf. That's
Damn. Listen, the meatloaf, I took a picture of it. It was white pale, and what was dark was just sitting out in the air open that darkened the meat. There was nothing on it. It was just a white meat. I haven't
eaten. Rico, I haven't eaten yet, so be careful. Huh?
That was horrible.
All right, Rico.
I love it. Well, everybody, we've gone through our hour. I can never, there's just no words to say how much I appreciate all you guys not only coming on tonight, but being a part of the WCPL and letting me be involved with it. I consider it such an honor because you guys are the upper echelon of this sport and have been for many, many years. So, you know what, Rico, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody.
the same here. I mean, I'm honored to have Bud Orr on board with. I mean, what an ambassador this man created. He's the reason why we play this game. So you know, I'm truly honored. Would love to shake his hand one day in person and go right down the line. William Bailey, man. Look, man, this guy, General. I mean, he's involved with the sport. Everybody, you know, Fred. I've known you for 30 years, I think. We met in the weirdest situations, but you know, what an honor. And same with Kevin Martin
you.
Draper. I haven't met, but we talk, and I'm honored to be part of those guys in England. You know, Marcus Davis,
Yep.
and Tim Schloss, who comes with a pedigree from being part of the industry. You know, every time I see what do you call that camouflage?
Tiger stripe.
Tiger stripe.
I look at it on everything. I'm like, he should be getting some money off of that, you know. I mean, just really, I'm not talking because of the Percocets. I really mean this. So,
Yeah.
love you guys. Glad to be part of it. And we're going to get this going in the right direction, and we're going to make it right for the players. They're going to love it. Thanks for the opportunity to let me chime in under these circumstances. So, appreciate it.
Well, I got our prayers are out to you, buddy.
We love you, Rico.
Thank you.
Stay in
guys.
touch, Rick.
Have fun
Yes,
in
sir.
rehab.
Yeah.
All right, take it easy, Rico.
Get well soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, everybody. That was Mr. Rick Rico Fernandez. He has the tournament for the WCPL. It's going to be down in Orlando, and actually, you're not going to want to miss any of these. I think they're all going to be fantastic. And like I say, we're going to work really hard and keep building on it. And we will always take your suggestions. And if you guys all give us a hand, everything's going to be great as it rolls on and builds. So, all right, you're next, Kev.
All right. Well, I just want to say to everybody out there, I know that we didn't cover probably as much as you'd like to hear here tonight.
We'll
We just
do
had a
it
little
again.
discussion. We'll do it again. But anybody out there watching or listening to this, you have any questions at all, anything, or even any input, advice, anything, I'm open. Reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. You know, hit me up on Facebook. It's the easiest. And, you know, once we do that, I'll get you my number, and we'll talk whenever you need to. But I really, really, really want to hear from everybody out there. We want to do what's best for us. All right, so hit me up.
Sounds good, Kevin.
Freddie,
You have a good evening.
Bud, Billy,
Love you,
great
Kevin.
seeing you guys. Thanks for having me on. Look forward to
Tell
working
Wendy we
together.
said hi.
I
Love
definitely
you,
will. You
Kevin.
guys, love you too, Bud.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Good night,
brother.
everybody.
See you, Kevin.
All right, everybody. That was Mr. Kevin Donaldson. You know, everybody knows Kevin as the Blasters, the Master Blasters. Kevin is like the head blaster and has been for a lot of years. And he is, like I say, and like I said earlier, he is the tip of the spear for the WCPL. And we're so proud to have him on board and be with us. So, and now Mr. Bud Orr.
Hey,
I love you, Bud.
it's been great, man. It's been great, and I just like to tell everybody out there we're putting it together for them, not for us, and hopefully they'll understand that. And we just, you know, we've prospered over it over years of it, but we're giving it back, you know. And we've learned from the players what they need, and we're still willing to listen to players about what they would like to have even more. So,
Absolutely.
but it's not a greedy thing. We're not in it for money. We're in it for you guys, period. You know, and the new players, we want to really bring the new players in, and we'll do everything possible to protect the new players from getting shot up on the field, if you want to call it that, or anything. But we understand that. We've been through it, done it, all that. So anyway, hopefully that tonight answered some of your questions. But like Kevin said, get the questions to us, and we'll try and get back to you. And love all of you guys. I mean, it's just paintball is, well, I've been in it for a little while, you know, so And
Yes, we have.
it's still in my life, you know. I mean, I've never give it up, ever. I'm not gonna. So, but hope to see all you guys on the field, and we'll have a good time playing. And thank you, all you guys. I mean, Fred, you're beyond belief, man. You're awesome. And Bill, he's my little brother. You're my little brother. So
Right on, bud.
without you guys, hell, I'm trying to get on the thing earlier. I still ain't figured this shit out. So
Where's Kathy?
Hey, I did my best to help. I did my best.
So you did, Steve. Thank you very much. That helped a lot, I know. But you know, I'll have the audience will help me out next time. So
Right on, bud.
and Steve will. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you guys go and love you a lot and
Love you too, pal.
take
See
care.
you, bud.
Take
All
care,
right,
bud.
take care. Bye bye now.
All right, everybody. That was Mr. Bud Orr, like he needs any introduction. You know what I mean? Mr. Ottercocker, Mr. Smooth. He is he's just one of the best guys. I mean, if you ever get a chance to meet him and go shake his hand for what he's done for the sport and what he is still doing for the sport, get out there and do it. Period. Because he's a terrific person. And Chica Estrada. Wow, what a great show once again. Chica, I can't even say enough about you, buddy. I would definitely like to have you on the show some night. I have nothing but respect for you, and not just because you watch all the time. You're always nice and you're very uplifting, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Really, really do. All right, Billy, your turn. Say good night.
Well, good night, everybody. No, it's yeah, Tim has really done a lot of work out at his field. He has 2 brand new woods ball fields. It's never, you know, there hasn't been a player on them yet. He's clearing them. We're going to go out and walk them and see where he needs bunkers at. It'll be all natural terrain. There's natural mounds and some stream beds, and then lots of cleared trees. We're going to be stacking up some tree bunkers. You know, we don't want anything else on it but natural terrain. You know, it's going to be really something else. He's got a whole new staging area where we're going to be able to put the vendors and the players. So, and plus he's got new air systems. I mean, he's been putting a lot of stuff.
He's been working hard at it, man.
Yep. So
Tim's a good guy.
Yeah, but websites they're on the scrolling banner there underneath. Get on there. Like I said, contact Kevin, you know, or any of us, and we'll answer. You know, any questions that you got. You know, we're slowly getting the website built up. Like I said, Tim's game will be capped at 24 teams. Basic information entry is going to be $1,250 a team. Of course, it's 10 man. I don't know. That's about it. October 1st and 2nd is Tim's game. So,
yep. Everybody get on the website and check it out. You know, and we're going to be posting the rules here pretty quick too. You know, the rules are pretty much basically what the NPPL rules were back in the day. There's just a very, very few changes. Nothing I would consider major, but there is a few changes. So, you know, all you captains out there that are looking forward to playing on a WCPL tournament, go ahead and jump on. And as soon as we get the rules posted online, as soon as everybody agrees on them, I think you're going to like the rules. I think if you look at the NPPL rules, you're just about going to be looking at ours. Real simple.
Yep.
Right on, Billy.
All right, Fred. Well, good night, everybody.
Take it easy, Bill. All right, everybody. That was Mr. William Bailey. Everybody, I can't thank you guys enough for watching. I'm going to blow Steve's horn a little bit now because Steve did a terrific job for us tonight.
I'm sorry, you're going to blow my what?
Horn. It's like a tuba. Anyhow, my site is back. I could have did it on there, but I was a little afraid to because I started it last week. And as soon as I got going, a few minutes into it, it bombed. So if you get a chance, you're always going to want to watch the Unknown Paintball Podcast, Steve McGuire. He's entertaining. I'm trying to make him laugh a little bit more, but I'm working on that. It's coming around. Yeah. So, But anyhow, get a chance, get on the WCPL website. And if you need more information, go ahead and contact Kevin Donaldson. Kevin knows this thing up, down, and sideways. And we are all the owners of the WCPL are very much looking forward to having you guys come and play in our tournaments. So you get a chance, jump on the website, check out the dates, see if you can make it to them, and we hope to see you then. So please, everybody, one more time, thank you so much for watching tonight. I will be back again on my site again next week, 7 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook on Flagpole Productions. So until then, please play hard, play safe, play fair, get out there and play paintball. You guys have a good evening now. Bye.